What's up? Weekly Metal Reviews here. Me, Sam, talking about the album from In This Moment, the new one, entitled Blood, on Century Media Records. Yeah. Yeah. This is their fourth album after the album from 2010 entitled A Star-Crossed Wasteland. And I'm going to tell you how I got into this band. That album really just got me into this band, and that album is my favorite for them. It's just a beautiful masterpiece, I feel. I would rank that very highly among great albums. It's seriously a beautiful album, and that album, I think, just appeals to so many people. But then I heard they were putting a new album out this year. I got pretty excited because I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna put another freaking slamming album out. And then it's just yeah. So what was that?
I guess so. Alright, the first 6 tracks were boring. It was just a waste of 6 tracks. A horrible seclusion of amazing musicianship that I've seen in the past. And I'm just gonna throw it out there, it's stripper music. I don't know what else to call it. It has the same beats and barely any instruments playing. You know, there's no metal in it, in my opinion. It's
Not even any rock.
I don't even know, dude. It's just stripper music, and I think that, well, I'm gonna be serious here for a second. If they're gonna do this kind of bullshit, and they're gonna pull this in my country, the US of A, they should just call themselves the Mariah Brink Experience, because that's all it is. It's just everyone in the band just standing back there, barely doing anything, not allowed to talk, while that Big Tits is up there singing her ass off and doing whatever the hell she wants. You know, it's like, why even have the rest of the band there? Why not do what Lady Gaga and, who's that nigger? Nicki Minaj. Sorry if I offended you. that nice African American lady, Nicki Minaj. Do what they do. Just use synthetic sounds. Because you're wasting people's time. You're wasting Chris's time. He's a good guitarist. You're wasting his time, Big Tits. Seriously, that's what I think. I mean, if they're gonna bring all the members of the band in there and just have them do that, that's a waste of members of a band, especially of that talent. They're wasting their talent. It's, what the hell, man? Boring ass fucking drum beats. The guitarist didn't pick up till the song Burn. That's the only cool song off there. It's catchy. The drumming was, there's some cool drumming in it. You know, the guitarist actually, you know, took a step up and said, hey, we're here. And they played a decent song. I'm not going to say it's whoa, but it's decent. It's the best thing off of here. That's not saying much. Hell, I don't even know, man. I can respect what they want to do, just because, you know, Mariah seems to be putting a lot of emotion into her singing, and I don't want to say, like, you know, stop what you're doing, because that's their dream. They want to be in a band. It's cool for them to do that and all, but it's just, I'm pissed because they're really taking away from the other band members, you know. Why don't you let them get up there and write a cool song and do what they've done before? Like, my favorite song is Beautiful Tragedy. That song, the whole song is just, it's cool. And this whole album is just like stripper music. It's like something you'd hear when you walk into like some back alley, sleazy smoke-filled room where people gamble and there's like 2 dead hookers in the corner. I don't really know what else to say. It's just a huge letdown from what this band has done before. And you can laugh as much as you want, and I hope you do laugh because I'm stupid, but I'm really disappointed in this. In a serious sit down right now, I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm disappointed in whatever that just was. one decent song out of 14 tracks. 2 of the goddamn tracks were her whispering or getting fucked in the ass. I couldn't tell which one it was, but I don't know. I'm disappointed. I'm done.
Yeah, this album is really horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, see, it's horrible, not horrible, horrible.
It's horrible. Like Sam said, Burn is really the only track that really stuck out. I thought from Burn until From Ashes Rise or something like that. I forget what it's called. Nor do I really care. I think those tracks were okay. And then it's like the first 6 songs, like Sam just said, are really, really terrible. And they're just boring. And then the last like 4 songs are boring as hell too, especially the song Comanche or whatever the fuck it is, and 1111 with the Lincoln Log fucking shit. This band has, it just, I can't even describe how pointless.
Did you say Lincoln Log?
Yeah. Sorry, I cannot describe how just disappointing this is. How do you go from something as amazing as Star-Crossed Wasteland to this steaming pile of shit? This album is just like a gigantic giant pile of horse shit you see on the road in a year full of amazing music. This year has been amazing, and then there's in this moment just one giant piece of shit. And it's just so disappointing. This band has so much potential that is completely unused on this album. I mean, you listen to a Star-Crossed Wasteland, or even Beautiful Tragedy, their debut. That's a great album too. And the second one, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but the Dream, now that has some decent stuff on it. But like, you listen to those albums, and you're like, damn, this band they can be heavy at times, they can be aggressive, they can be so beautiful. And Mariah's vocals just completely add to their beautifulness when they're at the top of their game. She has one of the most beautiful voices in music, I feel. And like Sam said, it's kind of the Mariah Brink experience on this, and it's just, she uses her voice in so many ways that just, I don't really think fit her. I listened to the first track, first actual song. I mean, they had an intro track, but the track Blood or an Adrenaline or whatever. And I was like, what is this, a fucking female POD? She's like rapping. It just does not work. It's just, you listen to a Star-Crossed Wasteland. I keep going back to that because that is the pinnacle of this band's career thus far. And like, you listen to songs like Just Drive or The Promise or The Gun Show, where she's just fucking yelling and screaming in your face, and then she can sing so beautifully. And there's none of that on this besides the song Burn. And the song Scarlet, it starts off with kind of like a nice acoustic guitar, and then the beat kicks in. I'm like, what is this, some 80s horse shit? I mean, the song's okay, and we're cussing a lot, but this is a really bad album, and I just can't believe that this band has done this. And it just really, really angers me. And just, talk about disappointing. This is like one of the biggest disappointments. This is the biggest disappointment of the year. I mean, there has been a couple with like Impending Doom and Nile and stuff, but damn, you can't top this. This is bad. And I mean, if there's someone out there that agrees or disagrees with us, by all means, that's cool. That's your opinion. Stick with it. More power to you. But this is strictly our opinion, and we just think this is a really bad album. The guitar playing is just so fucking generic. It's not even funny. Like, there's not even one riff that stuck out to me. There's not one moment instrumentally that really stuck out to me on this whole album. And you listen to a Star-Crossed Wasteland, that's riffs galore. There's some great riffs on that album. It's just, there's nothing on this album. There's nothing to offer. Me and Sam were listening to one of the songs, and Sam turned to me and he's like, is that actually a riff? Can you count that as a riff? And it's just like some horse shit. It's just horrible. Like the drumming is like freaking Andrew Humble. I mean, I can play better drums than this guy, and I'm not even a drum player. I'm a guitar player, and I can drum better than this. This is a terrible album. You might be laughing with how angry we are, how we're just yelling and stuff, but this is, words can almost not describe it to me. It's just, even the damn fucking album name is generic.
One, like he said, shit on the road, that's only in Pennsylvania. If you're like from California or something, you probably won't have shit all over the road. But
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, we have poor shit all over the road.
Especially down in Quarryville,
Amish are
Pennsylvania.
gay. But, and two, I don't know. But if you're mad, I'll just skip right to 5. If you're mad about this, like whole review, and you actually like this album, by all means, more power to you. It's just, please understand. Take a moment and just be empathetic for a second. We like metal. We like action in metal. We like cool shit. And for a band to understand this for a second, for a band to go from, you know, kicking your ass in one album to the next album of just playing very ditzy, what the hell is this crap stuff to us, we're going to be mad, and we're going to be very disappointed, and we're going to curse, and we're going to throw things. But if you like it, that's cool. I mean, at least someone does. I don't think many people would like this. Well, I take that back. If you listen to mainstream rock a lot or something, this could be an album for you.
Yeah.
No offense. Just like, this is, you know, really simple, I guess.
And we listen to mainstream rock, but this is just not.
As metal guys, we want some dick to chew, and there's no dick with this.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of meat on the bone of this
Yeah.
album. It's very just skinny, thin, nothing.
Yeah.
And
It's like a girl with a nice face, but she has no boobs.
to me, this is like when Metallica put out Saint Anger. It's like that. It's like just you have a band such as Metallica that probably wrote arguably the best heavy metal record of all time, and then they write this. I'm not saying that In This Moment wrote the best record of all time with the Star-Crossed Wasteland or any of the previous ones, but that was a seriously great album. I mean, there's not any people that I saw or talked to or have seen talk about that album that have not liked it. And then there's this. This is In This Moment's Saint Anger. Or like when Morbid Angel last year released Illuvius Delumis Dick Sucking, whatever it's called. You know, they wrote so many great albums, Covenant, Altars of Madness, and then they wrote that, and they put that out. That's how I feel with this. It's just bad. This is probably Dragon.
This is probably one of the biggest disappointments since the Black Crown, kind of.
Even
we're a
that's
band.
a decent album, though.
Yeah, it's better than this bull crap.
Yeah.
But your rating,
4.
like 3 or
3. I'm
three?
changing that. 3.
I'll give you like 2 and a piece of shit.